After over Jai Shri Krishna, and let's begin today's session. Hope everybody is doing well, hale and hearty. Happy Dashera to each one of you. Let us begin with why we suffer in life, guided by the eternal wisdom of the Bhagwad Gita. Today, we look into one of the deepest questions of human existence. Why do we have to suffer? Why do good people face challenges? Why do I experience pain again and again and again and again and again and again? And the Bhagavad Gita doesn't just give us a philosophical answer, it gives us clarity, it gives us compassion and practical ways to rise above the suffering. So sit back, relax, and let's begin the journey together. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna something very, very profound. He says, this world is a place of sorrow, Parth, but it is temporary. Now, that may sound negative at first, but Krishna is not discouraging us. He is reminding us of a simple truth that pain and suffering are natural companions in this human life. Think about it. Day is followed by night, summer is followed by winter. Similarly, joy is followed by sorrow, and sorrow eventually gives way to joy. This is a rhythm of existence. Let me share with a simple example. Imagine holding a piece of ice in your palm. At first, it feels refreshing and cool, but after a while, your hand begins to hurt. The same thing that gave you joy starts giving you discomfort. In a similar manner, pleasure of the world eventually bring pain when we cling to them. Suffering arises because we expect them to last forever. Now let us go deeper, shall we? Krishna explains that suffering does not come from life itself. It comes from how we relate to life. There are four main reasons for this. More or attachment. We suffer because we cling. We hold on too tightly to the people, possessions, and outcomes. This means from attachment arises desire. From desire comes anger, which is unfulfillment of desire. And from anger comes suffering. Think of a parent who wants their child to succeed in a particular career. If the child chooses a different path, the parent suffers. The child is happy, but the parent suffers. Not because of reality, but because of attachment. Second is expectations or asha. We expect the world to move like we have written the script. When it doesn't, we feel hurt. Krishna reminds us that we have a right to our actions, but not to the results. Suffering comes when we confuse these two. The third is ahamkar or ego, the false identity of I, me, and mine. Whenever somebody hurts my pride, whenever I don't get the recognition I think I deserve, I feel wounded. It's not life hurting me, it's my ego crying. And finally, the fourth, ignorance, avidya. We forget who we really are. We think, I am the body, I am this mind, I am these emotions. So when the body is sick, the mind is restless, we say, I am suffering. But Krishna tells us, and Arjuna, weapons cannot cut the soul, fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it. The real self, Atman, is untouched. Our suffering comes from forgetting this truth. Now, the amazing thing is what? It is that the four things we talked about, more, asha, ahamkar, and avidya, are basically all connected to each other. With avidya comes ahamkar, with ahamkar comes asha, with asha comes more. In our lives, when something happens the right way, what do we do? Copy paste this process everywhere. We must scale, but that's not what the journey is about. Everything and every situation is a little unique in its own way. You must have the ability to tweak things a little bit. So you cannot copy paste things. You have to really put them in properly. So whatever worked in your life or did not work in your life, you can't remain attached to it because it has been done. It's over. Its existence ceased. It's only here. It doesn't exist anywhere in the world reality. If it doesn't exist, then you cannot have any expectations of something that doesn't exist, right? So it's like saying, I used to love that girl. Used to. You have expectation of that girl now? No, you don't. It's over. It's done. It's finished. So you let it go. Ahamkar is what? I am always right or I am always wrong. Both ways don't work at all. What works is I am a student in this journey of life. Let's move forward. Before that, I just want you to ask, I want to know if there's any questions from the group in the chat box. Please type them in the chat box and I'll try and answer them as we go along. Okay, things like they're not, if they are, just type in the chat box. Please, there is no small or bad, good or worse, stupid or smart questions. If a question answers your doubts, it's a great question. Okay, let's begin or move further. Now comes the most important part. Krishna does not describe suffering the way it is, but he also explains how to transcend it. First is vairagya or detachment. Does not mean running away. It means emerging fully, engaging fully into the situation, but not clinging on to it. The one tool I teach everybody is I am happy at the moment. I am sad at the moment. आने वाला पल जाने वाला है. हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो पल जो ये जाने वाला है. This moment will cease to exist beyond this present. So if you attach yourself to it in the future, you are जवाब समझ लो, but please don't attach yourself. That's one of the most important things. A little hard, right? Because क्या करें, मन तो पागल है, दिल तो बेचैन है. So what do we do? How do we make sure that we don't remain attached to something that has happened in the past? Start repeating the line at the moment. Secondly, remind yourself this one simple fact. For the mind, a scene seen in a movie or a situation that happened in your life have the exact same importance. What gives more prominence to the one that has happened in your life is the emotion you attach to it. So, to detach yourself, you say, I know it happened to me, I let it go. And keep repeating it. I know it happened to me, I let it go. As you keep doing it, the energy that you put into the situation, that real situation that happened in the past, will begin to lose energy. As you are claiming your energy back, you are saying, I am in control now. So as you say, it happened in the past, I let it go. It happened in the past, I let it go. Will reclaim your energy and let that situation become a memory without emotions. Okay? The second part Krishna talks about is equanimity. My English teacher would love me. My pronunciations in certain tough words was not great when I was in school. But let's move forward. What does that mean? It means yoga is a balance of mind of success and failure, in pleasure and pain. So we all know Buddha and how Buddha talked about suffering and we transcend it. And why is that Sanatana Dharma considers Buddha a Vishnu avatar? Because Vishnu avatar is what we think of as Lord Vishnu. Don't think of it like that. I want you to think of it as an energy, like the energy of eating, the energy of sleeping. This is the energy of balance. Whatever may happen in your life, always realize or always work from the center. Your center is your heart. Okay. It may not feel exactly like a perfect center, but energetically, that's your center. Okay. Whenever you feel overwhelmed with things, place your right hand on your heart and just relax. As you breathe normally, the balance in life will begin to come back and you will start feeling amazing. The third one Krishna talks about is bhakti, which means surrendering everything that's happened to you to the divine will. Like, God, you gave me the suffering, now you gave me the strength now to make it happen. Okay. I will do my work, I will continue to work towards it. I will try to figure out different ways to overcome these challenges. You have to guide me. And I promise you that happens. कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं हम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं सो बुलाइए सरेंडर कीजिए and bhakti will happen. And the fourth one is realizing that I am an eternal soul, not a temporary body, not a temporary mind. This gyan, this wisdom gives you so much relaxation. Now, the amazing thing is, the soul's name is not Saurabh. Saurabh is a mind and a body. So your soul, or who you are, has no name, just is. How can that be possible? How can something exist without a label? That's why it's the soul. If it had a label, it would not be a soul anymore. It would be in the Maya of the body and mind. Let me share a little story now. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjun was drowning in sorrow. He dropped his bow and said, I cannot fight my family, my teachers. What did Krishna say? These bodies are temporary. The soul is eternal. You do not kill, nor can you be killed. So rise, O Arjuna. So, my dear, beautiful, amazing people, suffering is not a punishment. It is a guru. It shakes us, it awakens us, it pushes us towards our higher self. We suffer not because of reality, but because of attachments, expectations, and the forgetfulness of who we truly are. Peace comes when we learn to let go and we learn to trust the divine, when we live in the divine wisdom. So this week, you have lots of tools to do, but here's another one. Pause and ask yourself, am I suffering because of what has happened? Or am I suffering because they haven't happened the way I wanted them to be? Answer will give you clarity and slowly set you free. Thank you for joining me today. And let's open it up for any questions any of you may have so I can answer them. Please ask. Okay, I don't see any questions. So let's take a deep breath. Close our eyes. And with Krishna in our body, mind, and soul, let's chant Om 3 times together. Om. 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 I thank you all for joining me today. Without you, there would not be any sessions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.